I'm actually online on time today, so hopefully everything will be alright. Just let me see what's going on with this here. Make sure that I am actually live. I should be, because that's the live that I can see on the screen, the comment that I put in. So it says I'm live. Let's go to YouTube, go to my channel and just check and see. Hello, hi Brian, how are you today? Nice to see you. I see you in somebody's live stream yesterday. Was it? It was Russell's conversation shed. Rabbit's trying to escape. Hi, Sullen Girl.
What's under there?
You're all good, thank you. Well done, that's all good. Right, so today I thought we'd discuss a little bit about what we can sort of do in March, and hopefully sort of have a little bit of a, you know what I mean, and a chin wag and everything. Let me just get onto my live stream, so I can see that everything is okay.
Ollie, stop!
So what do I have planned other than Mrs. F shouting at the dog? Yeah, we're going to be talking about a little bit about what we can sort of be doing in March. And I'll also show you, once a few more people are in, I'll show you what the progress on the seeds that we planted back in end of February, weren't it?
No, beginning of February.
Beginning of February. Serenity Meadow Permaculture, hello, welcome. Dojo, hi, you're here, you made it early today. Hi Paul, welcome as usual. Thank you for coming along. I'll let everybody sort of get introduced, and then we'll go from there. Try and catch my live stream up and make sure that it's actually I can actually see myself pretty much live. So yeah, other than me talking about what we're going to be doing in March, or what we can all be doing in March, I'm gonna throw it open to some questions from you guys about anything that you would like to know. If there's nothing that you would like me to discuss or like to discuss with me, then I'll get on with just basically having a bit of a chat about what we can be doing this month. So just let a few more people come in and see what where we go from there. But yeah, I managed to actually get the live stream set up and get it actually underway on time today. Not like last week when we had a bit of I had some technical difficulties and some difficulties in my life, my own life as well, which meant that we didn't get started until, I think it was nearly 9 o'clock, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that we can I'll get into what we were going to do then. Brian says he still has a couple of deep beds to repair, but no props. But can't hear you. Right. Best way to grow Swedes. I don't know, Dojo. I grew Swede for the first time last year, and I had no luck at all with them. So your guess is as good as mine, really. There, plenty of top growth. Top growth was prolific. It was amazing. Same as my carrots. But there was no root. There was nothing, like no growth on the bottom underground. I have that problem with my carrots as well. I get loads of top growth, but no actual carrot. What else was it that we grew? That we got lots of top growth and hardly any bottom growth. I can't remember what it was now. There's another root one. Well, it's a brassica, yeah, but... Hi, conversation. Hey, Russell, how are you today? Thank you for coming along. I'm going to make you mod here. Yeah, same as yours. My other one was celeriac as well. Celeriac, we didn't have much sort of... We didn't have much luck with our celeriac either. I don't know what happened with it. It was just a bit dodgy, really, I suppose. Country Life Crafts, hello, how are you? Don't start with that again this week. Yeah, pretty much it was the same. Carrots, Swedes, and celeriac we didn't have much luck with last year. Basically, mainly we had plenty of top growth, really lots and lots of top growth, but not any root on them. And I didn't have much luck with turnips either. My turnips kind of went mushy. I don't know what happened with them. So root-bearing brassicas are not my forte at the moment, I don't think. Celeriac, your celeriac keeps getting munched by foxes, Country Life. Wow. Doja said, bless you.
Thank you.
Brian says, I like to spiral my carrots in with parsnips. Oh, I didn't grow any parsnips last year. I don't know why. I think I was probably too late. I think a lot of the stuff we grew last year, we got it from... we actually brought in like plug plants last year to actually get us started, because we were so late in the season actually getting the ground ready to be actually to actually get anything in, that it was oh dear, I've never seen that before, Country Life. Maybe you've got vegetarian foxes. Vegetarian foxes.
Foxes we out. The pigs, I told you.
I'll completely put myself off now. What was I talking about?
Turnips.
That wasn't turnips.
No.
I can't remember.
Really.
Somebody remind me where I was, if anybody can remember what I was talking about, because I completely lost my parsnips. That was it. I didn't grow any parsnips last year because it was too late in the season, and we got most of our stuff from plug plants that we bought from garden centre, because we wanted to get something growing last year, but it was actually really late in the year when we actually started getting stuff grown. It was like May time, so maybe very hungry foxes. Yes. Talking about foxes, we're getting chickens soon, hopefully, once we've got the chicken enclosure started and sorted. We're actually, yeah, we're getting a chicken
tomorrow.
Well,
Tom's picking them up.
Is he picking it up tomorrow?
Yeah.
We're paying for it Wednesday, but my brother's getting the chicken tomorrow for us, which is going to keep at his until we've got the enclosure ready for him at the allotment, which hopefully will get started soon. Once we've done all the sort of tarting up of the allotment. I don't know if you guys have seen the pictures I posted on Instagram of what we did yesterday, yeah, build Fort Knox for the chickens. Yeah, allotment life. Yeah, Brian says used to grow tender and true parsnips over 4 foot long plus but hard centre core, now growing gladiator. I've got some tender and true, and I think I've got the other variety I've got is student as well. I've never tried growing either. As I say, I didn't grow parsnips last year, and yet last year was the first season we grew anything on that plot. Dojo says he's getting some more chickens. How many chickens have you got, Dojo? I'm only allowed 6 on the allotment. It's the site rules. We're only allowed 6 chickens per plot holder, not per plot. So we couldn't get like another plot and then have 12 chickens. We're only allowed to have 6. Russ says it's looking like I'm going to be getting more chickens and ducks. Bloody people who don't look after their animals really grind my gears. Oh dear. Brian says so tender and true later in the season. And Country Life says my chickens are the life of my garden, but I have to protect them with a very secure area. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that because we have had chicken attacks on the allotment site.
Chicken attacks, don't you mean fox attacks?
Well, yeah, foxes attacking chickens. Not chicken attacks, chickens attacking people.
What do they do? Get their little feet out.
Fox attacks on chickens on the allotments.
You said that image of a chicken jumping off and trying to cry and kick somebody.
Right, so Brian says I might get rid of my chickens, only 2 left. And Dojo says did have 6 but 1 died. Oh dear. I suppose that happens though, doesn't it? Chickens just sometimes just die for no reason, or they might have been old. I don't know. We may never know.
Can't they get diseases as well or something?
I think so, yeah. It's the same as any animal, isn't it, really? Brian says I've tried, but I think chickens are too much for me to handle. Well, Brian, you know your limits, really. If you know that you can't, you're no longer able to do it, then it would be fairer and more kinder on the chickens to rehome them. Russell says only thing I can do to deter only thing you can do to deter foxes is not to be the easiest target. There we go. And I have thought about, we've got some really high gauge mesh, which is it's quite thick mesh, and it's got really small holes in it. So we're going to try putting that into the ground and possibly burying it like down and then out. And we're also we're gonna put the whole bottom of it. We're gonna cover the whole bottom in mesh as well. This mesh. So where was I? Russell says, yeah, I've lost 3 this winter, but it was 3 rescue chickens. No idea how old they were. Ah. O'Donnell Aussie Homestead. Hello, how are you today? A newbie in the room. By the way, everybody, don't forget, do go and check out each other's channels, and please don't be afraid to subscribe to each other. It's all about supporting each other. A lot of us are small YouTubers, and it's all about supporting each other. So O'Donnell's, I'm going to go check your channel out now. Russ says, ideally I think it's 16 gauge with 1-inch welded mesh for chickens and to help with rats, but your plans sound spot on. Don't forget what I said about putting paving slabs around the base. Yes, conversation. Russell, yes. I remember what you said about that, and I will look into that. It's just sourcing some paving slabs that aren't going to cost me too much, as everything has to be on a budget. O'Donnell's Aussie Homestead. There you go. I am subscribed to your channel. Yo. Old O'Donnell had a farm. I like that. 668 subscribers, so just a little bit ahead of me. No problem. Sam, hello. How are you today? So yes, in a moment I will show you the progress with these seeds that we did earlier in February, and see where we've got with that. Some of you may have already seen them if you subscribe to me on, or you are a follower on Instagram. Russ says, wait till summer for slabs. People with slabs in the garden will be willing to give them away if you're willing to take them up. Ah, I'll have a look at that then. Dojo says, well, it's Sam. Sam says hello to Brian. Where are we? Sub to O'Donnell Homestead. Yep, Russ. As I said, everybody support everybody. Sub to each other's channels. I don't mind at all. And that is what we're here to do. We're here to support each other and to get each other's channels out there and try and help people to find each other and hopefully more subscribers. So Sam says, been busy on the plot planting onions and trimming the grass. Sam says hi. Dojo says hi to Sam. O'Donnell's Aussie Homestead says, always have trouble typing on live. Sorry everyone. Okay, no problem. What's that? D?
E.
That's an E?
Yeah.
It could be anything.
Oh,
Ain't beginning with an M.
there's 2.
The third letter, fourth letter,
A.
A.
No.
So it could be.
No.
What's the fourth letter of that one?
A. So that's got to be auction.
So that's auction, so fill that one in. Sorry guys, I got lost there. Hey Dojo and well, buddy. Raving like Ozzy says too slow. Sam says no. Russell says, oh, Russell's talking to Sam. Hello, Caroline Gray. Hello, how are you today? Sorry, I missed you coming in there. Sure have mixed in lovely with my leaf mulch. What's that? Oh, trimmings. Proper job them, Sam. Rats are just bait and large cage traps. Okay. Okay, right. So I'm going to take you over and show you what's happening with these seeds that we've got in.
Why don't you bring them over?
So, oh, hang on. Fine.
Just chuck it over my book.
Right, now we should be able to switch the camera around on this. So, I think we have, if you guys can see, we actually have some growth in here. These are our mini bell tomatoes. We also have this one here. It's gone really dark, hasn't it, over here? Where we've got our sunflowers and our castor oil plant, which is starting to come up. There's a couple starting to come up in there. We have some sweet peas in here. And then we have, what are these ones? Yellow Delight tomatoes. We've got a couple in there. Marmonde, we have 2 little seedlings coming up in there. Nothing for our San Mazzanos just yet. Our black opal, we've got 3 seedlings in there with our black opal tomatoes. Get off. And then this is my chili tray, but there's nothing in there yet, as of yet. Yeah, we've got hot de cayenne chili peppers, Anaheim chili peppers, and sweet peppers Californian Wonder. And as I say, there's nothing. Oh, we've got, I didn't show you that one. I've got 1 cucumber just starting to come up. Nothing from the aubergines as of yet. So that's the update on them seeds that we did. And I'll hopefully give you all an update on them again. And hopefully I will do a video update of those as well. So anybody who doesn't want to watch the whole live stream doesn't have to. They can come in and check it out. So let me, sorry, I didn't turn my camera around.
Don't forget to turn
so you guys can see me. Yeah, we're going to see about doing a video, a sewing video tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, so it'll probably be out tomorrow evening, uploaded tomorrow evening. So O'Donnell says, does anybody have trouble with YouTube having people I sub to or you sub to dropping off? I think you always get people dropping off. They'll sub to your channel and then they'll just like disappear, really. So yeah, if it's a new channel, you will find your subs go up and down, as Sam says. O'Donnell says, just sub to you before I went on your chat. Okay, thank you. And Sam's Allotment Diary says, thank you. O'Donnell Aussie Homestead. Oh, hang on a minute. No, don't do the blue dot thing when someone posts a new video quite often. Also very frustrating. Yeah, I think there's been a few problems with YouTube, and people maybe getting notified as well when people post a video or when people are going to go live. And I think there's been some issues with that recently as well. But obviously as a new YouTuber, your subscribers will go up and down. It's only natural that that's going to happen. I'm thinking. Sorry, I'm just trying to get onto my. I didn't want to do that. So Russ says yes. I've had people that I'm sub to just disappear from my subscriptions. Oh, a lot of people saying that notifications aren't working yet. I've heard people say that they've not been notified I was going live, and they've only just by chance come on and seen that I was live, or they've not seen my videos when I've released my videos. It's not your subs dropping off, it's your YouTube playing silly beggars. Brian says, yeah, I think that's probably right, Brian. I mean, I've got 644 subscribers now. So hopefully we'll be hurtling towards 1,000 subscribers soon. Sam says it's just YouTube because I've got the bell on for you and I didn't get notified. See, I know, Sam. That's the thing, right? Are YouTube really trying to make us not? Are they trying to encourage us not to post videos and not to go live because they're not really? They don't let people know that you're going live, or or that you've posted a video, and if the notifications don't work. I think it's something that just needs to be fixed, really. Bless you.
Okay.
Yeah, Brian says notifications are hit and miss. Sam's on 888. Country Life says only found you were live by chance, wasn't notified. See, as I say, this is the thing. If we're not being notified when each of us are going live, how was we supposed to know what's going on? Dojo says 1,282 I'm at, lol. You've made that magic 1,000 though, Dojo. That's amazing. It's just what most people want to make it get to is 1,000. And then, you know what I mean, they'll be happy with it. Mrs. F's behind me. She doesn't come on camera very often. There's something going on for sure, Sam says. Country Life says maybe they don't like that you don't like it that much because there are no adverts. Yeah, we're all under 1,000 subs, so they don't care about us. Well, some of us are under 1,000 subs anyway.
Oopsie.
Aussie Homestead says, O'Donnell says I had 5 join last night, but at the same number. Yeah, that's weird, that one. Sam said I find it got worse since leaving the EU. Maybe they just don't like us English, us British YouTubers now that we've left the EU.
This is a new one.
Where are we? Dojo says it took 3 years to get to where they are. Brian says YouTube sometimes hold subs back in case they're suspect. I suppose that's a good idea, Brian. Yeah. Russ says, well, if you cannot get any support from YouTube till you hit the monetization numbers, yeah, I think that's stupid. Brian says I'm over 1,000 and won't monetize. I suppose it's each to their own, I think. Russ says you have to get 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours in 12 months now, Brian. It's not easy. It is not easy. I am I think I just looked at my analytics, and for this month so far, I'm nearly 100 watch hours. But I'll try to find that, because why does it just keep bringing it up on that page? I don't want you to do that. Oh, my laptop's being silly. So O'Donnell says could be, but what about me? Yeah, I suppose O'Donnell. Yeah, you're not in the UK. Dojo says I'm not bothered about being monetized. Sam says I'm not in this for profit. I upload for the fun and share my ways. Yeah, I said this yesterday in Russ's live conversation sheds. I'm not in it for the money, but then the money would come in handy. But I know there's not a lot of money in it if you haven't got a lot of subscribers. Can you open that hay and pulling it out?
Yeah. I'll get it in a minute.
Brian says it'll be a few weeks before I put out another video. Sick of sitting at home. Oh, sorry.
Can you move that back? Where can I put it?
Russ says neither me neither Dojo, but it makes lives and we get more tools like the community posts and stuff, which are really useful. As I said, like everybody else, I'm not in it for the money. It's never been about the money. It's about sharing my knowledge and sharing what I'm doing in the garden and garden and that. Leo, get down.
There's a little git in it.
Right. Sorry about that. The rabbit was
Trying to kill himself.
helping himself to some hay, but it was in a bag. So, oh, why is this? Is the stream all right for you guys? Because my laptop keeps stopping. So, Russ says it's just the extra tools that come with monetization. How do you go live under 1,000 subs? Says O'Donnell. I use Streamlabs. I know there are other ways of going live under 1,000. You can go live on a laptop under 1,000. On a PC with a webcam, but you can't go live on mobile if you're under 1,000 subscribers, unless you use something like Streamlabs. So stream is running fine, thank you. Okay, it's just my laptop was way back in the stream for some reason. It just froze on me. It's probably just my laptop. So Dojo says you get more trolls the bigger you get. Yes. Not had much problem with trolls here. Had the odd one now and again. Yeah, stream is running fine. Fine this end. Stream is fine from here. It's okay here. Okay. Growing Greens with Cam. Hello. How are you today? Doing all right. Yes, everything's good here. Thank you. Good afternoon from the US. Walterman Homestead. Hello. Welcome. You've got Russell in a bag in the background.
Sorry, I'm trying to get these cards
Dojo's allotment specialist. Sorry, Dojo's talking to Cam. O'Donnell, that's no problem, of course. Waterman, hi Waterman, everybody's saying hi to Waterman. So, yeah. Brian says trolls are the reason he's not going live. Hello, Caroline. Do go just served. What?
It's Joshua Master. Mister.
Whatever. Just put Joshua. Don't put Mister or anything. Just put the name.
Well, I've put M now.
Just Mister. Everybody's saying hello, 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 hello. Glad I was finally able to catch your stream. Thank you, Cam. Who else? Walterman says if you have good mods during your lives, then you shouldn't worry about trolls. That's good. We've got a few. We have a few mods on here. Sam's a mod. Russ is a mod. Can't think anybody else is a mod. We've got Nick, who's not here at the moment, and we've got Ray as well, who are also moderators. Brian says talking is not my strong point. I thought that before I started making YouTube videos, but I suppose before I did my allotment videos, I used to live stream video games. So, sort of talking ball to people, really, while trying to sort of keep conversation going, talking whatever you can think about at the time. It kind of really comes a bit more naturally to me. So it's easier for me to maybe just talk to myself sometimes. So, Waterman Homestead. What about Sean's announcement last night? Oh my God, yes. Sean James Cameron from Gardening Made Easy with Sean James Cameron. He will be, I don't think he'll mind me saying about this, but he will be leaving YouTube at the end of 2020. He may come back. But he will be leaving YouTube at the end of 2020. So hopefully, you know what I mean. We will miss Sean's videos, and Sean is one of the main reasons why I started my YouTube channel. But yeah, we will be missed very much. Everybody does love, I know a lot of people that do love Sean's videos, but yeah, he's going to do more work, like his backstage work, his working behind the camera on TV shows and stuff like that. So, okay, O'Donnell, thank you. I'm going to enjoy your breakfast.
Breakfast at this time?
This is in Australia.
Oh, okay. Let him off.
Russ says I don't think he would said it live on mine last night. Why is Sean leaving? Well, there personal reasons. I don't know. Dojo said he keeps saying that every year, so we'll see if it happens or not. I heard him say it before, though. Good channel though. It is a good channel, and I do enjoy his videos. And as I say, Sean was one of the main reasons why I started YouTubing, or why I became a YouTuber, and along with. As I mentioned yesterday, along with Joe Mills from Digging for Dinner. Now, the less said about that, the better sometimes. But yes, I did enjoy Joe's earlier videos, but some of his more recent ones, he does come across a bit, I don't know how to put it politely, really. As Russell said yesterday in his live, he seems to be on the beg all the time at the moment. So yeah, but I did enjoy his early stuff, and some of his early stuff was one of the main reasons why I started YouTube, along with Sean and Blue Star Dave is also one of my faves, and gave me the ideas to start my channel. So where are we? Dojo said Joe Mills is how he met me. So there's good things about it as well. Sam says same here, and Erica's Little Welsh Garden. Yeah, I do like Erica's Little Welsh Garden. It's a good channel as well. Sorry, I'm just reading as well. Dojo said Sean is the reason I started too. It's Joe Mills is how I met you. Simply Jan Homestead, hello, how are you today? Lol, don't go down the rabbit hole I got stuck in last night. No conversation, said we'll leave that now. I like Joe's channel. Talks about real issues, mental health being the main one. Yep, I have no problems with him talking about mental health issues, and I think his videos about mental health are brilliant. No other reason why that people shouldn't talk about mental health. It's a big issue that men don't talk about mental health very often, and I commend him for being one of these people that will talk about mental health. And I am planning a video talking about mental health myself, because I suffer with depression and anxiety issues. Not that you'd know it, you know what I mean, being a YouTuber and that, but yeah. Caroline says she watches Joe's channel, it's good. As I say, he's a brilliant gardener. He knows, you know what I mean, he knows a lot of stuff about gardening, and I do love his gardening videos. And as I say, I do love the fact that he's very frank about his mental health issues and everything. And I hope to be more frank about my own mental health at some point, but it's not something that I'm completely comfortable with. It's not something I'm completely comfortable with sharing just at the moment, but I will definitely be doing a video on it at some point this year. Family Gardener, hello, how are you? So where did we get to? You and Russ are the reason I started trying to post regularly, so Sean really created a trickle effect. Cam, Sean's been on YouTube for 11 years and he was one of the OG gardeners. As I say, hello Family Gardener. Dojo says he seems to go on about money just lately. Got bored of his channel because of that. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep going on about that, but yeah, I do agree, Dojo, completely. Sam says I diagnosed ADD combined alongside dyslexia. There we go. I have no problem with people talking about their own mental health, and it is brilliant that people do talk about it, and we should talk about it. There's no reason why we shouldn't talk about mental health and how we feel ourselves, because there's a lot of stigma around mental health, and I think that some people especially people who are in the limelight, people who have a lot more subscribers than I do, talking about it, such as Joe Mills with over 5,000 subscribers, is a brilliant, amazing thing to do. I can't commend him enough for being brave enough to talk out about his mental health issues. And I also don't condone anything that what the other guys at his new allotment site have said about mental health issues, and stuff, particularly stuff relating to the tragic death of Caroline Flack. But I didn't agree with any of that, because obviously myself, I suffer from mental health problems, and I would be in the same position as Joe, as to whether I wanted to stay on that plot with those neighbours, with the, let's just say, the attitude that they had towards mental health issues. Not directly towards Joe himself, but towards mental health issues in general. And I don't agree with that at all. People need to talk out about mental health issues, and people need to be more frank and more open, especially guys, talking about mental health issues.
Men don't talk about their feelings though.
As Mrs. F just said, men don't talk about their feelings a lot. Conversation said, I just put a tenner on his next video. Is him complaining that he got robbed and lost stuff on the allotment, and that he has a PayPal link. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, I have a Patreon link in my I think it's in my description somewhere, but I don't go on about it. I have PayPal as well, but I'm not going to keep asking people for money. It's not what I do, and it's not something that I want to do. But if people wanted to leave me some money, then I would be perfectly happy with that. But I don't want them to do it because I've guilt tripped them into doing it, and that I've basically forced them to maybe donate money to me. I want people to leave me money because they want to, not because they have to, or not because they feel that they feel guilty if they don't. Sorry, got onto a rant again then. Dojo says, I have dyslexia too, Sam. Family Garden says, great, thanks, how are you doing? Sorry I missed a lot of chat, just catching up on it on the laptop. Depression is my biggest problem at the moment, says Brian, but I just get on with life the best I can. Being on the plot really helps. Gardening is amazing and brilliant for anybody with mental health issues. I would recommend gardening as like the best depression drug there is. I have no issues with gardening is the best depression drug that you can get. I am on medication for my depression, and I'm feeling a lot better since being on medication for it. But yeah, being at the allotment, it's amazing. Gardening is one of the most therapeutic things you can do, I think, and it always helps sort things out. So depression. Caroline says, I have anxiety. Yeah, I have anxiety issues as well, Caroline. Doesn't help with being a YouTuber having anxiety issues, because I always think, what are people going to think of this? What people think of me? What are people going to be doing? All this, that, and the other. Sam. So Russell says, anyway, what are you planting up next? So what am I planting up next? I am going to be doing some, tomatoes. I think we're going to be doing some flowers. We've done tomatoes, we've got plenty of tomatoes. I don't think we need any more tomatoes.
I think we do.
We might do some more tomatoes, I don't know. Depends what different tomatoes we've got to the ones that we've already got in. But I think we're going to be doing some flowers. Definitely some zinnias and some cosmos, possibly some poppies as well, and a few other bits as well. I was trying to think what else we've got to plant up. Some more veg.
Flowers.
Yeah, I know there's loads of flowers to do.
Foxgloves.
No, that's next month.
No.
So, conversation says we're going to be potting up some tomatoes. My sunflowers need to be moved on, and so do my
No, not yet.
sweet
We're not
peas.
ready.
They will be ready to be moved on soon and potted on to bigger pots. Sam says depression is the reason I took a plot after living in a hostel for 14 months. It's the thumbs down that bothers me the most. Just wish whoever put a thumbs down would leave me a comment on why so I can improve. Yeah, I think that's right, Sam. If you do get any thumbs downs, it does hit you quite hard sometimes. Brian says Cosmos for me, good cut flower for the wife. Yeah. Conversation says yeah, I'm with you on that, Sam.
But I have learning difficulties, don't I? And
Yeah. Family Gardener says my marigolds just popped up today.
oh, I think we've got some marigolds in there. Well, I have, because flowers are my idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'll look in my bag.
Speaking of that, yeah, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Don't forget the thumbs up, guys. Russ says, Bugger, I forgot marigolds last night. Oh no, Burger. I know you don't grow many flowers, Russ, but yeah. Marigolds are always obviously good for companion planting and stuff like that as well. I thought we were talking about calendula last night, which is basically your English marigold or your pot marigold. Brian says, I agree with Sam, no need for thumbs downs. Exactly, no need at all. If you've got if you leave a thumbs down and you've got a problem with the person, at least leave a comment, or if it's a live stream, leave a message saying how they can improve, or what you think that they're not doing right. Dojo says thumbs down is still a view, don't worry about it. Yeah, I suppose so, Dojo. It's just, I think for some people it is really hard to take that that thumbs down, because it's, even though it's just one person, you may have 20 likes and one thumbs down, 20 thumbs ups and one thumbs down. So for people who suffer with anxiety and depression, it is quite a hard thing to take that somebody doesn't like something that they're doing. But I do understand myself that people aren't always going to like what you do. So we have to just take that as it is, sort of thing, and as it comes. Air on the side. Yeah, it's capital A on the side of the cat. Yeah. That's our Leo. Checking out my potatoes. He's not eating them, he's just checking them out. Like shitting potatoes. 50 GV, hello, how are you today? Sam says I like the capital A. Yeah, I just mentioned that, didn't I? I only sowed marigold to go with tomato plants, to be honest, says Family Gardener. Evening thrifty.
They're not for you.
Let's say hello to the cat. Oh.
Hang on.
Here he is. This is Leo.
What's going on?
There we go. There's his A. He is. How old is he? 3.
It'll be 3 in May. 25th of May.
No, he'll be 3 in May, won't you, Lee?
Not baby, yeah.
Country Life Craft says I have had the odd thumbs down, but I don't worry about them. In fact, very rarely look, only once in a while, and always have more thumbs up than thumbs down, so don't worry. Lovely cat. Yes, he is. He's a lovely cat. Dojo says, oh wow.
Why are you holding the cat?
Sam says we should have called him Arnold because he's got an A on his side.
I wanted to call him Alvin.
Alvin. I wanted to call him asshole. Brian says try Basil Family Gardener. The smell is fantastic when you brush past. I tried basil last year and nothing germinated on my basil last year. So yeah, the less said about basil, the better.
He put at the bottom. You
Not
always
basil
wanted
brush,
a sister.
by the way. Basil. Yeah, but the less said about basil, the better. For me, because my basil didn't even germinate last year. I'm going to try again this year, but yeah, last year I didn't get nothing from it. But yeah, I will think I'll see if I've got any basil, and I will put some basil in on a video that I'm going to do tomorrow evening.
I don't like basil.
Hmm?
I don't like basil.
Basil? What am I doing?
Well, no, not gloomy.
You even given a cat catnip. Country Life says my daughter's cat is called Elvis and looks so much like your cat.
It's not his cat, guys. It's mine.
Yes, yeah, he's Mrs. F's cat.
I'm actually surprised he's laying there so calmly.
Oh, ever given the cat catnip? Yeah, we've given him toys that have got catnip in, and he goes crazy for them. Yeah, it is like crack for cats.
Crack for cats.
Russ says I was tempted to grow catnip on the plot. I've thought about growing catnip actually.
Can you grow catnip?
Yeah, it's a plant.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Russ says, but I'm not sure if they can OD on it, as we have a few allotment cats. Yeah, we have a few cats which come on the allotments. I think they're from the houses on the street.
We had one with no tail.
But yeah, they do come on. Yeah, we had a cat with no tail. We don't know how it had no tail, but it had no tail. It wasn't a Manx one, by the way. It had some tail, but the end of its tail had been chopped off by the looks of it. Country Life says, sorry, unlike your cat.
What?
Caroline says, we have a cat called Lucy. We call him, his name's Leo, but we call him Lily or Liliana because he's a wuss. And he's such a woman. Cats can OD if there's too many lilies. The pollen is harmful to cats. Yes, Brian, that is true, very true. Copper Kettle Farms, hello, how are you today? Sam says, my cat on the allotment came to see me today. Oh, that's good. Russ says, yeah, I read that lilies are poison to cats. And Dojo says, I have 5 allotment cats. Ow. I think he wants to get down. Go on then, Leo. See you later.
He's giving you evils then. How dare you pick me up and move me about?
Loving the keg. Oh, the keg. That's what I got for Christmas. Me and Mrs. F. We got we got it for Christmas off my brother. My brothers. Brothers. Just hanging out at the office trying to get work done, says Copper Kettle. Oh, do you want to get me a glass of that? What's that? Prosecco. So we were going to talk about what we could be doing in March anyway. So let's go on to that. Any tips on how to grow carrots? Well, please don't even go there with carrots, family gardener. I can't get a carrot to grow a carrot for the life of me. It grows plenty of top growth, but the carrot never forms properly. So yeah, I'm not the best person to ask about carrots. Oh, let's open a new tab. Stupid laptop. Brian says grow sweet candle and spoil them in. Family gardener. There we go. Sam says they all come to me. Oh, Dojo says, lol Sam, they all come to me because I'm the only stupid that feeds them. Lol.
Look. No. No. He's not happy with me because I just woke him up.
This is the other cat, guys.
This is the one that nearly died.
Yes, this is our survivor, Ollie. Isn't it? Ollie, Ollie, Ollie. Yeah.
Look at him.
He is 12 years old, this one. Yeah.
He's not happy with me because I woke him up. He's a witch's cat.
Yeah, I've heard that's a good idea, Brian. I might try that one this year as well. Making a hole and using sieved soil to grow the carrot in. I think the cat isn't going to stay with me, this one. Say hello to everybody, all. Hello YouTube. Another lovely cat. Sam says I can't handle black cats and he's just jumped on the table because the dog's barking.
Come on.
No, come here.
Hang on.
No, wait.
He's a weirdo.
Family Gardener says good idea, thanks. Sam says he can't handle black cats, he's lovely though.
What?
So Sam says he can't handle black cats but he's lovely. You not make that woman dog bark.
Come here.
You wouldn't be saying that when he's wanting food.
Caroline Gray says we had a cat called Blackie. Country Life says lovely cat. Yeah, as Mrs F says, you wouldn't be saying that when he's wanting his food and he's meow meow meow. He won't shut up. But
No, get it right, Mum.
cats.
What are you trying to do, man?
The black one is my cat.
Oh, man. Bobo. It's there.
Dojo says love my allotment cats. I never had one. Alright. I love my allotment cats. I never had a mouse in my shed since. I might have to I'll have to get some allotment cats
7, 8, 9.
because I get mice in my shed all the time.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What are you drinking?
Prosecco.
I had some of that shit out of the fucking way. It tastes like fucking cow shit. It tastes like cow shit at all, but
Where are we? Sam says don't mind if they stay where I can see them, but a black cat crossing my path, no thank you.
Thanks, Mia.
Country Life says lol, they're all like that. Yeah, so anyway, let's get on to what I was going to talk about, what we can do in March. We've been going for nearly an hour now, and we've just rabbled on about a load of bullpooey. Brian says the wife loves black cats. I'm prepared to get her one when she gets rid of her mutt. Don't make him bark. Right, enough.
He wants to play.
I mean, deafen everybody.
Stop barking.
Family Gardener says my back garden is a mini allotment, so hopefully no mice.
Stupid animal.
Well, we never know. Mice will come from anywhere,
Stupid animal.
along with rats. So yeah, what we were talking about, what we could be doing this month. Don't break your glass.
I dropped it, I didn't mean to.
So this month is our last chance to be planting bare root fruit trees and bushes. Ideally you can plant container grown fruit trees too. Right, see you later Dojo, thank you for coming along. Thank you for the compliment. Sorry, I lose words sometimes as well. My brain gets a bit muddled up and I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, we could do some sweet corn.
No, we put sweet corn in this month, haven't we? I'm not sure actually. I think it's April. Country Life says buy Dojo specialist subject this evening. Dojo says much love everyone. Okay Dojo, thank you for coming along and have a great day. Yeah, we can also be planting cold stored strawberry runners. I've got 2 that I've got to plant into. I'm going to put them into hanging baskets, I think, and put them in the polytunnel, along with the other hanging basket of strawberries. We can also sow seeds for alpine strawberries, and we can be planting cranberries and lingonberries. A bit early for sweet corn. I thought it might be May. There we go. I thought it was April or May. Brian says this month the veg bed should be showing signs of being used, spuds in, etc. Yeah. What else can we be doing? Planting onions, shallots and garlic sets. Planting sets. Sex on the brain.
He said sex.
Planting Jerusalem artichoke tubers. Cranberries in this country? Yes, apparently so. I've never grown cranberries myself, but apparently it can be done. As soon as my peas and beans are ready, they'll be planted out. That's good, Brian. Too wet by me for spuds yet. Yeah, I'm thinking potatoes are going to be sort of towards the end of the month. More than this sort of early in the month for me. Because obviously we're more northern, so we're a little bit too wet still. But we'll be starting ours soon. Sam says start of May for my sweet corn too. Family Gardener's never grown sweet corn. If you ever do grow sweet corn though, grow it in blocks rather than rows because it's better for pollination. I do love craisins. I wish I could get them over here. O'Donnell's Aussie Homestead is back. Sam says really easy to grow sweet corn, but protecting them is key. Yes. When they're smaller, you want to protect them from bird damage, and when they're sort of bigger, you want to protect them from mice or rats getting to them, or any other pest for that fact. But I grew loads of sweet corn last year, which was really good. My deep beds will allow me to plant spuds deeper, says Brian. Yep, no problem, Family Gardener. Thanks for asking a question. We're all about questions and answers on this channel. If I don't know the answer, somebody in chat might know, so it's always a good idea to ask a question. Country Life says, started some sweet corn by accident. I chitted them as an experiment, expecting nothing to happen. They all chitted and now have 42 plants to take care of until they can be planted out. Oh dear. Whoops. Whereabouts are you, Country Life? Are you in the UK or the US or another country? The worst rats on our site are two-legged, says Brian. Aussie Homestead is just subscribed to Brian's channel. Family Gardener says, wow, 42 plants. How much space will they take up? Quite a bit of space. Brian says, cheers, Aussie. So, yeah, where were we? Chitting our potatoes. Main crop and early potatoes, and we can plant our asparagus crowns. Now I have got an asparagus crown, or a couple of asparagus crowns, which I'm probably going to plant in northwest UK near Bury, Country Life and Crafts. I'm in South Yorkshire, so not dissimilar climate wise. Family Gardener is in Bolton. A conversation shared, Russ, sorry. I keep wanting to call people by their channel names, even though I know their names. Says, I think I'm going to chip my corn this year. I struggled to get good germination last year. I grew corn, yes, last year, but I got my corn from, what are they called? Plug plants. So, bye Caroline. Privet Hedge, hello. How are you going to chit your corn? Yes, how are you going to chit your corn? I'm quite interested. I've never heard of chitting corn before. But I've never grown corn from seed before. I've always grown it from plug plants. Family Gardener was there today with my friend. Call me whatever you want to. I was a pub landlord for 8 years. There's nothing can offend me. I used to work in a pub, so I know what you're talking about there. Oh, damp paper towel in a Tupperware box. I've never done it before. I might try it. Give it a go and see how it goes. It says, Russ, what about Mary's Facebook group? Russ says same as chitting any seed. I've never actually, other than potatoes, I've never actually chitted anything else. I've never sort of chitted or pre-grown or sprouted any seed. To try and get ahead, sort of thing. Privet Hedge says, I use cotton wool, it holds on to moisture better. Okay. Privet Hedge is Aaron, am I right? Country Life says, I chitted my corn on wet kitchen paper in in those plastic food containers you get takeaway food in. Yeah, exactly. I can. It's the same. I suppose it's the same thing as growing cress. I suppose, isn't it? You grow them in wet paper towel or in. Pardon me. What's the other one? Cotton wool or something like that.
We grew cress, didn't we?
We grew cress. Yeah, we did it. We did it both ways, in soil and in thingy. Sam's off. Thank you for coming, Sam. Says he's got to go because his phone's going to die. Catch up on you all soon. Bye, bye, Sam. Thank you for coming along. I don't want to do that. I nearly blocked somebody then. Is it worth chitting parsnips and peas and corn? I suppose corn might be, but I'm not sure about anything else. Family Garden says might try that. Bye, Sam. Yes, Privet is Aaron. Yeah, I thought it was. I remembered that from last night, Russ. See, I can remember things, guys. Sometimes I can remember. Just names sometimes throw me.
Yeah, half the time you don't even know my name.
Russ says yes, but only difference is as soon as the seeds have germinated, you sow them in soil or compost. Don't let them grow on in the towel. You're only letting them burst to life. Ah, okay, Russ. I'll look into that then. I may do that this year with my corn, as I've never grown it from seed before. Russ says he's going to do a video on it anyway. Brian says see you later, Sam. Little Farmer's Farm, hello, how are you today? Thank you for coming along.
It's alright. So you can't even remember what you're going to say now.
So hello, Privet Hedge. Russ says better memory than me. Lol. Brian says I don't chit anything. The only time I lose corn is by over or under watering. Ah, I see. Like I said, we bought ours last year from Garden Centre. Those plug plants, and they grew on well. They did really well. We got loads of corn off of them. Not as much corn made at home as probably should have done. Little Farmer's Farm, good. Everything's fine here. How is everything for you? Country Life said the only thing about chitting is you get to see which are the viable seeds before putting them into the soil. I think that was. Putting them in compost saves wasted effort. Everyone remember to hit that like button and subscribe to one another. Yes, Conversation Shed. Yes, Russ. As I said, everybody please do check out each other's channels. Please do subscribe to each other. And I don't mind if you let each other know that you've subscribed to each other. Please do support each other. We're all small YouTubers, and we're all here to support each other and to help each other progress in our journey on YouTube. Little Farmer's Farm says, lol, not much of our corn made it back either. No, I tend to eat it straight off the plant. Same with tomatoes. I'll eat those straight off the plant. Not many tomatoes make it home. And strawberries, I don't think a single strawberry has made it home yet. Between the two of us, or the three of us if you include my brother Tim, not a single strawberry has made it home yet.
We didn't get apples either, did we? Because they went funny. Yeah, and we were at them at the plant.
Yeah, and I got rid of the apple trees, didn't I? We got two new apple trees now. Last time I checked, what? I've lost where we are now. Talk about Naomi Campbell. Right, where are we? Not much of our corn made it back either. Little Farmer's Farm. Country Life says it's going to text you and the mum. Really collab. Not bad. Okay, that's good. Little Farmer's Farm. O'Donnell says I love gardening, but bad at it. So I'll have to pick all your brains one by one at your channels. Yeah, whatever you need to do, O'Donnells, please do, as I say, please do check out each other's channels, please do support each other, and anything you need to know, please do ask, even if you ask in my live or in somebody else's live. If the person who is actually doing the live chat doesn't know the answer to the question, then somebody probably will know the answer in the chat. Someone want to fly me to the States to do a collab. Yeah, Russ, we're gonna have to talk about a collab, aren't we?
What?
Hi. Country Life said hi. Little Farmer's Farm says hello to Brian.
You might need to check
Brian
the
says
gas.
any time, was he?
Because we're on emergency at the moment till tomorrow.
Last time I checked it was Naomi Campbell. Try hard 01. Hello. Right, see you later, Family Gardener. So we said, to be honest, oh, where are we? To be honest, Aaron, you lost me with that one as well. Yeah. O'Donnell says, great, thanks. Conversation says, yes, add me on Facebook, it will be easier to arrange. Okay, Russ, no problem. I'll do that. Let me just do that now. Right, Russ, I've added you on Facebook, if it'll work. Add friend. Come on. Work. Add friend. Right, so friend request sent. Right. Right, see you later, O'Donnells. No problem. Thank you for coming along anyway. And please do enjoy the rest of your day.
I don't fed the rabbits.
Bye, O'Donnells. Yep, everybody's saying bye. Conversation says sorted. Yep, Russ, I'd see that you you accepted my friend request. No problem. Thank you for that. Right, let me just get rid of that. So yeah, we can also be. So we can be sowing some seeds. We can sow outdoors this month in the UK. In mild areas, which is probably not our area, you can, with a light soil, you can sow broad beans, carrots or parsnips, beetroots, onions, lettuce, radish, peas, spinach, summer cabbage, lettuce, I said that didn't I, salad leaves, leek.
How did he still get the top?
Anyone can add me on this account and ask me questions and stuff, by the way. Yep, okay, Conversation Shed. Anybody can add Conversation Shed on his Facebook link up above there, when he left on there from myself. Also, Swiss chard, kohlrabi, turnips, and summer cauliflowers. Do you chip pumpkin and courgette seeds? I have not. As I said, I've not chitted anything other than potatoes before, but I may be trying chitting stuff like pumpkins, courgettes, and some other seeds, just to try and see which seeds are viable. Can you chip any seeds then? Because I have problems with plum tomatoes, which don't really grow very well. I've never had not yet had a seedling from plum tomato. I've got San Mazzanos at the moment, and I've not had a plum tomato yet. Not had a seedling emerge yet. I say, be guided by the weather as to what you plant, what you sow, and only sow where conditions are suitable. Sorry, let me catch up with chat. Little Farmers Farm, you can, but they are very prolific. You can chit any seed. Yeah. Okay, I might look into that because I have problems with some seeds rather than more than others. So I might try chitting some different seeds.
Your laptop's a little bit behind.
Yeah, it's going to be. There's a little bit of a delay between live and what's on screen.
Because I was going to say, I've just walked past.
Also, soaking your peas overnight is a good thing to do as well. Yeah, I've always tried that. I've done that one. Is to soak your peas overnight to soften them up.
I'm alright.
You can indeed chit tomato seeds, but there are other ways to stratify them. Aaron posted something on my Facebook group today. Okay, Ross, I'll check that out. I can never advise chitting seeds that form tap roots, although a few do. Yeah, Brian, I probably wouldn't do that with anything that has a tap root or it's a root crop, such as carrots or parsnips or anything like that, because disturbing the roots usually ends up with forked or deformed fruit, carrots or parsnips or whatever, as can too much manure or any manure. Country Life says, I think Terry at Terry King has chitted tomatoes. Okay. Conversation Shed says, if he remembered about stratifying seeds with seaweed fertiliser. Aaron says, Convo Shed, I did. Did I? What? Oh, Aaron says, did he post something on your group, on your chat, your Facebook page? I know, Aaron. Did you remember to post it? I don't know, Aaron. Did you remember to post? That's what he's asking. If you remember to post it. Right, where did we get to? Back to my list now. So, what we could be, some stuff that we could be sowing indoors this month. We could be sowing sweet peppers, tomatoes, cucumbers, aubergines, celery, salads, and globe artichokes. Where are we? A lot of people chip parsnips because it can be a pain to germinate and can be patchy. Okay. If you want to chip seeds, chip beetroot. Did you know the corky part prevents quick germination? Okay, I didn't know that, Brian. Beetroot and chard, like beet leaf. I've always had quite good germination rates with them, so I don't know. And also, I've also had quite quick germination with them as well. Country Life says, I think I'm going to try chitting parsnips, but I've never done them before. Yeah, I've never even grown parsnips yet, so I might try chitting them. I might try I might do both actually and do a video comparison. See, there we go. Great ideas for videos. Chitting versus not chitting. What is your best option? That's a video idea. Feel free to
tell them to be quiet.
Use your own initiative and use that idea your own way.
You confused yourself there.
Yeah. See, I can even confuse myself, guys. So it's not just you guys who can confuse me. I can do it myself.
And trust me, that's not hard.
Brian says, I sow parsnips 3 or 4 to a station and most germinate.
You what?
EWE.
Oh. You started talking and you went, you.
Family Gardener's back. Guess who's back with a brand new wrap?
Cooking range.
So, what can we be doing?
Sorry.
Pruning and training fruit.
I was asking you, but I don't know.
So, we can carry out formative pruning of newly planted trees if the weather is dry. We can prune blueberries. We can untie the canes of blackberries and hybrid berries that have been bundled together for winter and train into arches before the buds burst. But we should never prune grapevines after late winter to avoid bleeding, otherwise vines can be seriously weakened or killed. Country Life says, great idea, I will try both too. Aaron says, I sowed parsnips direct. And Family Gardener is laughing. So what problems could we have this month? So we want to place moist controls around our stored vegetables. We want to protect early seeds from slugs. Protect our brassicas from pigeons. Also protect your onions from pigeons. They're a-holes for pigeons.
For pigeons? Don't you mean for onions?
For onions, should I say. Pigeons are a-holes for onions.
Not for other pigeons.
Not for
They're
other
not
pigeons.
cannibals.
But they might be. They might. I suppose they probably would eat another pigeon if they really wanted to. Aaron says direct in containers. Got very good germination rate as use new seeds each year. Ah, okay. I suppose that's a different. That's one way to do it.
Lovely.
Look out for grey mould and brassica downy mildew on brassicas. Control aphids and other pests on fruit, but don't spray when in blossom. And get on top of weed control. If not done late winter, continue. If not done in late winter and continue through to summer. So keep an eye on your weed control and make sure that you keep your weeds down going through summer now. Spring to summer. It's going to be one of the main problems we're going to have, obviously, going into summer now is weeds. Family Gardener says, yes. Family Gardener says, I have 2 kiwi plants as a gift. Anyone know if they need any special care? Not a clue again there, Family Gardener. I'm not much into tropical fruits or vegetables. Although I'm going to try cucamelons this year, which is a new one for me, and quite tropical for me. I don't know, a lot of people do try them. Brian says, I'm waiting for a red fruiting gooseberry that's in leaf so I can take cuttings. We don't always have to take hardwood cuttings. Ah, there we go. Russ says, Family Garden, no, they are very easygoing and like a fair bit of feed and heavy prune on the grapevines. Ah, okay.
I'm struggling with some of these questions.
Right, just go do the next one then, and then we'll go through it.
Do this one.
Do the next one, and then we'll go through it next time. Because I can't help you that while I'm here, can I? So just do the next one, and then we'll do that one tomorrow. Do that one. Do that one.
But why can't you help me do that one?
Because I can't do that and do this. So general care of fruit this month. Don't push my camera away. Depends whether they're mini fruiting or full size, says Brian, Family Gardener. Protect fruit in blossom from frost. We want to apply nitrogen feed to plums, cherries, cooking apples and pears, as they are hungry feeders. Switch to summer feed for all citrus trees. Increase watering of citrus as growth resumes. Pollinate strawberry flowers under glass by brushing over them with your hands. Family Gardener says full size, I think. Apply a high nitrogen feed to black currants. Apply sulphur chips to beds of blueberries, cranberries and lingonberries if needed. Apply a mulch around fruit trees, nuts and bushes as long as the ground isn't frozen. And repot or top dress container growing fruit if needed. So on to vegetables now. So we want to cultivate and prepare seed beds, covering them with clear polythene or fleece to warm up the soil before sowing. Brian says if they're Dawn. If they grow for fun, I had one 10 years ago, never flowered or fruited, so I got rid. Okay. We also want to protect early outdoor sowings with fleece and polythene. Feed crops that have been standing all winter. Continue to force chicory. They do like more mines in the polytunnel. Aaron says, I disagree with nitrogen-rich feed for fruit trees. A balanced or high potassium feed with this will help fruit development. Okay then. Each to their own, I'm guessing. But I will take that into consideration and look into that as well. We're going to continue to force our chicory, if you grow chicory. Put supports in place for your peas. Start preparing runner bean supports and trenches for sowing in May, or planting out in June, depending on what you're doing with your runner beans. If you're going to do runner bean trenches, you should have been getting them ready really sort of last year in October or November time, digging a trench and filling it with lining it with newspaper, and then using like your kitchen waste, green kitchen waste, compostable waste, to actually fill the holes, the hole up, and then cover the top with soil. We also want to prepare celery trenches and avoid digging in wet weather if you're gardening. But if gardening on wet soil, work from a plank of wood to avoid treading on the bed and compacting the soil. Brian says, if you get better luck with fruit trees fruiting if you buy varieties that flower as late as possible. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I'm guessing that kind of makes sense, I suppose. I say in March, your polytunnel or your greenhouse may take over from windowsills when growing stuff, because the weather will start to warm up, so that we will get more, and we're also getting more light as well, especially with daylight saving towards the end of the month. So we will get more light, and therefore the polytunnel and your greenhouse come into more use during this month. I mean, there's some stuff that we could be harvesting if we've got stuff in. Family Gardener says still to build his greenhouse. As for harvesting this month, if you've got anything that could be harvested, we could be harvesting beetroot, sprouting broccoli, cabbage, carrots, cauliflower, celeriac, celery, chard, coriander, kohlrabi, lettuce and other salad greens. Spring onions, pak choy, radish, rocket, spinach and turnips. Russ says he's got his to clean and rebuild tomorrow. Okay guys with Rob says my polytunnel blew away. Hello okay guys with Rob anyway. Aaron says group 1 fruit trees aren't recommended as frost burns the new flowers and fruit doesn't set. Group 2 and 3 will fruit well. Okay Aaron. you seem to know quite a lot about fruit trees. I'm not going to say I'm an authority on fruit trees. I don't know much about fruit. I've never really grown fruit. This will be my first year growing any type of fruit. I've got apples, cherries and blackcurrants. Family Gardener says it's been too windy. Ashley White, hello, how are you today? Family Gardener says the weather's getting better. Aaron does know trees very well. It's his job. There we go then. Okay. Okay guys, Rob says, hi Chris, I'm making my fence higher to keep out the pesky deer. Yeah, I think you mentioned that last week. I think it was, Rob. Ow. Just done that on the table. Ooh, nasty. Rob says they were really bad last year, dear. I know you mentioned that before. Even at the strawberries. Oh dear. Sorry guys, we'll be here in a minute. Deer really don't like movement, so windmills and tassels strung up really help, says Russ. Rob says, anyone growing dahlias? Yes, I'm growing dahlias. I will be growing some dahlias. Any questions? Do you have a question about dahlias, Rob? Or do you have any insight with dahlias? No, not tried growing them from seed, Rob. I've grown them from tubers. Yeah, I may try it as well, Rob. Like Russ would. Brian says, I'm giving 2 lovely specimens away. Okay. Okay. Brian. Ooh, Brian. You have a competition live? I'll get on that. Says Russ. I didn't actually know that either. I'm just checking that I'm subbed to you, Brian. I am. This is what I mean about notifications. Don't seem to get them. Don't really see, like, tubers are really expensive. Yeah, I do think they do. Yeah. Aaron says good time to prune cherry prunus. I can't read that. Prunus avium and plum prunus domestica to avoid silverleaf disease and bacterial canker. Conversation said, I thought you meant for dahlias. Lol. Country Life says, yes, I'm growing dahlias, but not from seed. I've started setting them in trays to take cuttings from tubers. Yeah, I'm going to put mine into some pots next week, or during the week, and put them in the greenhouse to keep them warm. Brian says, the dahlias are growing in a bed I need, so another plot holder wants some. Ah, I see, Brian, I see what you mean now. How long does it take for tubers to be generated from seed sown? Ah, that's a good question, Russ. As I said, I've not grown, never grown them from seed, so I wouldn't know. What flowers, anyway? What flowers can we be planting this month? I was going to go on to. So we can try Amis Magus. Oh, sorry, I'm getting Amimagus, Borage, Clarkia, cornflowers, Papava commutatum, which is ladybird poppy. We can also be planting. We can also be sowing sweet peas, which can be sown anytime from October to March under cover. Sow in deep pots or modules. We can be sowing our wildflower mixes now, and any also half-hardy annuals like Cleome, Antirrhinums, Zinnias and Cosmos. As I say, I think I've got Cleome, Zinnias and Cosmos. I know I've definitely got Zinnias and Cosmos, and I'm pretty sure I've got some Cleome as well, which I'm going to be doing next week. But I haven't actually got any Antirrhinums at the moment. Well, maybe looking at getting some. But these are not frost hardy, so must be sown under cover, or in a greenhouse or polytunnel, or at home even, on a windowsill. Dahlias, you can put the tubers in now and they will flower this year. And you can also sow the seeds as well, but as I say, I've never grown from seed before, so I don't know. And we've also got some fast growing perennials that we could put in this month as well. Hello Serenity Meadow. So early spring is a perfect time to sow quick growing perennials under glass. So try Echinacea, Coreopsis, lupins and Acacia, and you may be rewarded with flowers this year. Oh my God. I don't have any seeds for those at the moment, but I'm going to be looking at some seeds for some Echinacea at least, or even Echinacea roots or bulbs. And also lupins. I think I have some lupin. You have lupin? We've got some lupin bulbs, haven't we? Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I was going to mention about. So yeah. Anyway, where did we get to? How long does it take? Right. Brian says, I have no doubt I will have a competition in the future. Never done a giveaway yet. I'm looking at doing a giveaway at either 750 or 1,000 subs, or maybe both. Might do a smaller giveaway at 750 and then a larger giveaway at 1,000. I do have a supplier who I can get seeds from. The supplier is from the US, a company called Baker Creek Seeds. You guys, if you've watched my videos in the past, you'll know that, or you watched my live streams from the last few weeks, you will know that I got some stuff from Baker Creek the other week. Where are we? Hello. I've lost where we were on the chat now. I think I've gone too far up now. Hang on a minute. Right, here we go. Coldness. Do you get tubers for the first year over winter? Any tubers from sown seed will form the first year, says Brian. Country Life says, I always grow Cosmos. My horse is called Cosmos, so seems apt. Nice. Lupins you can leave to over winter, can you not? I don't know. I'm not sure about lupins. I mean, you can grow lupins as a green manure, I think, as well. Or some form of lupins, anyway. Lupins are perennial, so you leave them to overwinter, Russ. Yep. Russ says, Chris, you put a good work in for me with Baker Creek. Lol, I love their seeds. No problem, Russ. Country Life says, I put dahlia tubers in to start in damp compost and take cuttings. Can get 7 or more new plants per tuber. Oh, okay.
I just thought with that out of the way, you can open the door.
Russ says, yeah, I want some lupin bulbs. Just broke AF at the moment. Yeah, no problem, Russ. About the same as me there. Hello, let's talk about prepping. Hello, how are you? Thank you for coming along. Serenity Meadow says, we had a bee sighting today here working the fruit trees and hawthorn. Wow. Country Life says, I grew lupins from seed last year. My dad saved them 10 years ago. I found the seeds at the back of the drawer. 3 of them germinated. Wow. I mean, I don't often say use old seeds, but then I have used old seed myself. I have used old seeds myself, seeds that are out of date, and they do actually germinate. But you know what I mean? It's a risk. If you want to take the risk, it is a risk. But sometimes even seeds that are out of date on packaging will actually germinate. I know, sorry, Country Life, I know you were talking about seeds that have been saved before, but I'm talking about also seeds that are packaged from seed companies. If you use old seeds, you can still get some decent plants from them if you're willing to take that risk that they may not germinate. I did it with carrots. They germinated, but again, as I said with carrots, I have really bad problems with carrots. Yeah, they never grow a carrot. So let's talk about prepping. Says, doing well, how are you? I'm very good, thank you. Russ says you can always chit old seed to test if you want. Going back to what we was talking about earlier, yeah, about chitting seeds. Obviously, I'm going to do some. I will be doing some videos now about trying to do chitting and versus non-chitting of seeds. Nick, hello Nick. Welcome, thank you for coming along. As I said yesterday, I'm sorry I missed your live on Friday. But I was otherwise engaged. Aaron says the germination rate of old seeds goes down. It's usually advised to only use seeds that aren't older than 2 to 3 years. Yeah, as I said, Aaron, that is the general rule, that you wouldn't use seeds that are more than 2 to 3 years old. But if you do have seeds that are older and you want to try and grow them, then it is up to you. You can try sowing them, you can try pre-chitting them to see if they will germinate, or you can either just leave it and not try again and try and get some new ones. But my advice would probably be to to pre-chit any seeds that are out of date and see how they actually, if they actually will germinate. As I said, I grew an old packet of carrots which did pretty much all germinated. We just never got any carrots from them because I am absolutely awful at growing carrots, but I will try the sift compost in the planting hole, like Brian said earlier. Nick said, cheers Russ, good, thanks, been a bit frustrating day, wanted to get to the allotment but instead ended up fridge freezer shopping. Oh dear, Nick. Country Life says they were a wild card shot in the dark. I was happy 3 germinated. Exactly, Country Life. If you're willing to take the shot at it, then and willing to take a chance on them, then you could always get a few germinate from it. So you never know. And as I said, now I know about pre-chitting, it could be worth trying that with older seeds instead of throwing them out. Always worth trying them for nothing, in my opinion, says that wasn't Aaron, it was Russ. Aaron says, nice to see you Nick, really enjoyed your vids. Nick says hi to Julia, Brian and Ashley. Brian says a packet of seeds ages, the viability rate drops. Oh sorry, as a packet of seeds ages, the viability rate drops. This is one time worth chitting. Okay, Brian. Yes, that would be a good time to try pre-chitting them. Russ said to Nick, lol, I just walk in and say, does that keep food cold? If the answer is yes, that'll do, lol. I like that. I like that, Russ. Yep, everybody's saying hello to Nick. So yeah, guys. As I said, any questions? Apart from the fact that I can't grow carrots, I struggle to grow pretty much any root crop, and I can't grow plum tomatoes, obviously, or basil. Let's talk about prepping. Says I like planting old seeds. It's like free gambling. Yeah, let's talk about prepping. That's good. That's a good thing, actually. I suppose. Yeah, yeah. You could always give it a go and see if it happens, and it's a freebie, isn't it? Really. Russ says I don't do shopping for anything. Lol. Nick says problem is that we need to fit it in a narrow space. Ah, I see. That's always the problem though, Nick, if you've not got a very, very big space to put it. Let's talk about prepping. Says, and they sometimes wait a season, then sprout. Ah. Russ says, grr, basil. Nick says, I have problems with carrots too. Loads of people seem to have problems with carrots. I don't know what it is about carrots and why people can't grow them, but it always seems to be a lot of people who have problems with carrots. Brian said earlier, Nick, try sift compost in the hole before you plant in the seed, or when you plant the seed. Put some sift compost into the hole. Aaron said, guess the danger of old seeds is new growers blame themselves for poor success rate. Well, I suppose if you don't know about viability drop in seeds when they are older seeds, if you're a new gardener and you don't know much about gardening, then I suppose you could blame yourself for it. But I mean, at the end of the day, we are all here to help each other and new gardeners to learn about these things. And I may actually do a video about seed viability and stuff like that. Giving me ideas for videos now, and I haven't even got a piece of paper and a pen with me. Mrs. F, have you got a pen? Yeah. She's gone to sleep. Let's write on here. Right. Chit versus non-chit. Seeds. Seed. Age. Viability. See, giving me ideas for videos now. Nick says, cheers, I've heard that. Cheers for the advice, Brian. I think people in carrots don't realise they actually take a while to grow. Russ, it don't matter how long I leave them to grow, they don't grow. I've tried leaving them forever and ever and ever, and they still don't grow a carrot. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Hi, Tony Guru. Brian says, I say we can grow anything as long as we know where we're going wrong and the requirement of the plants. Pretty much, yeah, Brian, that's pretty much right. And Brian says, I don't think Russ likes basil, lol. Carrots don't take too long, take a long time. I've lost where we are now, come on. Carrots like fertile but free draining soil, high nitrogen, inhibits germination. So now chicken pellets. No chicken pellets or fresh manure. Well, I knew that one, Aaron. Carrots or any root crops, any root bearing taproot crops, they don't like nitrogen high feed, so no manures of any description for them, because they will either fork or deform, or they won't actually grow. Rob's doing a parsnip tutorial soon. I may look at that, Rob. Somebody asked a question about parsnips. It was Russ. No, it wasn't. Oh, I've lost where I am now. So parsnips now, Russ. Rob. Sorry, I've lost track of. Russ says me and Basil don't get on. Russ says abuse carrots, don't water them too much. Make them go looking for water. Ah, I see. That may be where I was going wrong. Over watering. Don't feed carrots at all. Ah. Aaron says that I use bloodfish and bone. Russ says I don't feed carrots at all. Russ says I stand and shout at them. I stand and shout at quite a lot of stuff, to be honest. Quite a lot of my veg gets shouted at. Has anybody ever tried talking to or singing to their vegetables to get them to grow? I've heard old wives' tales that it helps to play music to veg or plants in general, or talking to plants, that it actually helps with growth. Seaweed extract. I don't know. I've never actually tried it, and I'm not going to stand there and talk to a plant. I suppose I was going to say I'm not going to sit there and talk to something that's not going to talk back to me. But I'm a YouTuber and I talk to a camera. So, go figure. Russ, you monster starving your carrots. Carrots will have their revenge. Russ says the seeds I sowed last night have had music on since last night, as I left the radio on by mistake. Well, they might be stronger roots, bleh. They may be stronger seedlings then, because they've had music played to them. Always say good night to plants, says Rob. I always say good night to my animals. I mean, I have like a small farm in my house. I've got 2 dogs, 2 cats, 2 turtles, 3 rabbits, and a fish tank. So, but I would like an actual farm. I want one. I want to be a smallholder or a homesteader. We can call them smallholders in the UK. I invented seaweed extracts, says Aaron. Brian says, I tried talking to my plants once. I'm not sure if one of them swore at me, lol. Did they tell you to fork off? Sorry, trying to use my channel name to make a joke there. I invented seaweed extract. I read that already. Rob says the rabbit needs carrots. I've got 3 rabbits, so they need the carrots. I need to grow some carrots. My rabbit's going without. Everybody please send me carrots. My rabbits are starving. I can't grow carrots. Country Life says, never tried music, but I talk to them. They don't answer back, so they are great company, lol. Little Farmer's Farm says, I'm going to try carrots. Oh, well, I lost that now. Carrots in a 14-inch Asda cut flower bucket. Put an inch of compost in the bottom of the bucket with baby beaker of blood, fish and bone mixed in with it. Fill the rest of the bucket with fine sieved compost and fine sand. Ah, I see. Russ says it's okay talking to plants, but you should worry if you lose an argument with them. Yeah. I always thought, I suppose, if they really wanted to, and they wanted to get their own back on you for saying something nasty to them, they could poison you, couldn't they, really? Think about that. Just think about the consequences of what you say to your plants, because it may have severe consequences in the future.
What are you chatting on about?
I don't know. I've completely lost the plot now.
You've lost it ages ago.
Let's talk about prepping. It says, now I want to try carrots. Brian says, I thought I heard a goat earlier. Must have been my wife talking to me. Not going there, Brian. I'm going to do an experimental garden, says let's talk about prepping. Little Farmer's Farm says let's tap Let the taproot seek. Let the taproot seek out the nutrition. Nick says, Brian, good job. She doesn't read your comments. Let's all tell Brian's wife what he said. Does anybody know Brian's wife, by the way? I'm going to go and get a drink. Right.
What are you trying to say? I'm a pig.
Russ said the clock's changed. This. Oh, I bought one from me. I already had a cat, but I already found one. Brian's. Yeah. Russ says the clock's changed this week. The clock's changed this month, depending on where you are.
We had this conversation with my mum
Yeah,
the other day.
we had this conversation before. The clock's changed in the US today or tomorrow. The clock's changed in the UK
Today.
on the 28th or 29th of March.
The US is today, guys, by the way.
US
Yes,
is today. The UK is the 28th
Right, it was at 2 o'clock
28th
this
or
morning.
29th. Brian says, what I like to do is put bloodfish and bone on my carrot beds carrot beds early winter. All the goodness is washed deep into the soil. Not had a chance last year. Ah, okay, Brian. Where's the cat? He's gone to bed, I think. Rob says self-isolate. Country Life says, I have put some horse manure at the bottom of my carrot bed. It's 3 feet approximately deep, so the taproot should go find the goodness. Yeah. Nick says no, clock's at the end of March in the UK. Yep, the end of March.
Oh, I wonder if mine's changed theirs back.
And the clocks change at the end of the month. Yes.
Well, it's back, whatever it is.
Before I say bloody Facebook. Yes, Russ. The only issue with Facebook is if you have friends from the US, you get conflicting information about different things like changing of clocks, and also about like different holidays and stuff like that. Because I know, is it Canada and the United States have a different day for Thanksgiving. Russ, are you saying Facebook is full of false information? Says Aaron. I would never say that, Aaron. Russ, I'm sure Russ would never blame Facebook of spreading false information about anything. How preposterous.
Preposterous. That's a very big word for you.
I ate a dictionary earlier.
I bet you did.
Little Farmer's Farm just subbed to Rob. And don't forget, guys, if you subscribe to me, please do ring my bell.
Ding dong.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling dong. Mother's Day is different dates between the UK and US too. Yeah, it is, Nick. I had a friend when I used to work at KFC. One of my co-workers was from Jamaica, and she said Mother's Day was a different day, and I was like, "It's not Mother's Day yet," and she was like, "It's Mother's Day in Jamaica now." So, yeah, strange, different things. Russ said, forgot about Mother's Day. I didn't forget about Mother's Day because I work in a charity shop and we have to put a window display in for Mother's Day. Where are we? I've got lost now. Little Farmer's Farm rang my bell a long time. Long time ago. I think that Prosecco's catching up with me now, guys. Russ says I need to hibernate through March and come out for Father's Day. Russ says nobody rings his bell. If you're better friends, Russ. Better subscribers.
I can't open my can of drink.
Brian says I hate Facebook. This stems from when I was working. All I ever saw was lads tapping away on their phones.
You've got yours welded to your hand. Told you.
It's nice up there.
Yeah, you unweld it every now and
Ashley just subscribed to a couple of us. Hoping I'm one. Better be subscribed. Or I'll come round your ass.
Do you even know where he lives?
No.
You bloody weirdo.
Thanks for the offer, Aaron. I didn't. Oh, Aaron's gonna ring Russ's bell. I will warn you guys, this is about the time of night where everything descends into chaos. So, yeah. It usually gets to that point. Brian says, hey brother, ask Russ if he likes basil. Basil brush? Basil faulty? Basil? FFS, bloody Basil. He loves Basil. Oh my lord. Ashley, Little Farmer's subbed and belled. Russ is going to have nightmares about Basil now. Pardon me. Okay, Rob's with okay guys with Rob says I binge watch your videos, guys. Wow, I binge watch quite a lot of people's videos. I have missed anyone in this chat. I can bell you all night. Let's get your allotment. Do it. Brian. No. Ashley says, Russ, is your allotment called faulty? Russ says, oddly, whenever anyone says Basil, I always hear Mrs. Faulty from Faulty Towers shout, Basil! Nick says, I think I'm subbed to everyone here. If not, let me know. Russ says, I think I've everyone here subbed and belled. And Ashley says, thank you to Little Farmer's Farm. So there we go. Who's buying a toilet roll? Who's buying all the toilet rolls? Me. Says Russ. It's the currency of the future. Toilet roll. Little farmer's farm. No, don't mention the war. Forget bitcoins, it's loo rolls all the way. Let's talk about prepping. Says, I'm checking everyone out. Russ says, let's talk about prepping. Is that you in my backyard? Eating all your berries, yeah. If it's not Russ, then I think you need to call the police. Or go out there with a shotgun. One or the other. Ashley says, I got a lol. I got lol roll in my shed. £10 each, lol. Let's talk about prepping. Well, prepare to be belled. Prepare to be belled. Be prepared. I was actually really upset that Scar's Be Prepared song wasn't in the new Lion King. I had to get that in there, sorry guys. Oh god. Let's talk about prepping. Said that he has got Farmer's Farm. Russ says, I'll come out and ring your bell if you eat all my berries. Aaron says, if someone didn't know the context, subbed and belled sounds wrong. I suppose it does in a way. Oh, everybody's belling each other now. As I say, after 2 hours, it seems to go all to filth and muck and chaos in this live chat. Anyone else doing spuds and buckets? Little Farmer's Farm. I am not doing spuds and buckets. I'm going to do a. That's another video. I am going to do.
What, spuds and buckets?
No, it's not. I'm not going to do them in buckets. But I'm going to do them in vegetable bags that I see in Wilko. I saw some vegetable bags in Wilko. There were a 2 for a £5. You get a 30 litre and a 42 litre or something, or 35 litre and 42 litre veg bag, round veg bag. And I was going to do some potatoes in them as well as some potatoes in the ground. So that's another video. Pots in bags.
What other videos are we doing? What?
And
have I been asleep or
in
something?
the ground. So,
I
Russ.
haven't been snoring, have I?
No, a little bit. Well, I don't think I heard you.
Thankful for that.
Yes, they do. Russ said he does them in buckets. Nick says, I'll definitely be doing some spuds in buckets. Rob says, I've ordered a load of a load of time. That's the only thing about live streaming. You can't cut out the F-ups. Rob says, I've just ordered a load of dahlia seeds on Amazon. Let's talk about prepping. Says, I rent, so I'm almost all in buckets. You want to get indoor plumbing, mate?
Oh, I'm not saying a word.
Let's talk about prepping. Says I'm also about to shoot potatoes with a potato cannon I just built. Well, why not? No, it's something to do, isn't it? Little Farmer's Farm says conversation shed. It's the way forward, I reckon. Country Life's laughing. Why don't you get a community garden? Says Russ to let's talk about prepping. Country Life says the spuds I grow in buckets. The spuds I grow go in buckets. Rob's laughing. Let's talk about prepping. Lol. Spud cannon. Yeehaw! Should have gone to Specsavers. Lol. Oh dear.
Can I have my pen back? Oh, rude.
Little Farmer's Farm says Country Life best way for new potatoes. Yeah. I've heard so. Doing potatoes in buckets or containers is good for new potatoes. As I say, I'm going to do some in these grow bags I'm going to get from Wilco.
No, in other words, you mean I'm going to get from Wilco.
Or that Mrs. F is going to get from Wilco. I don't know because I get paid. No, I don't.
You don't get paid this
I don't
week.
get paid this week. Yeah, but we don't need to get the potatoes in yet, so it doesn't matter.
I was going to pick some up on Thursday.
Alright then, that's fair enough.
Make sure none have got them.
Yeah, I shan't say no to that.
Yeah, thought you wouldn't.
Offer's an offer, isn't it? You might want to pick 2 lots up. And I've got 4. Then you can do 2 lots of each potato.
So what? Oh, excuse me.
Pardon
guys.
you. £10.
£10.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Right, where were we, guys? Potatoes in containers. Yeah, I think usually like something over 30 litres is usually what you'd use for a potato for potatoes. Ashley says that Nick liked the video earlier on pruning roses. Good one, mate. So,
we got to get some roses.
Yeah, we have got to get some roses actually. I had some roses, but they didn't. Little Farmer's Farm says, "Pardon, pig."
Sorry.
Yeah, I've got to get some roses.
Too much Pepsi.
I didn't have. We had 2 rose bushes. Well, 2 rose bushes from the bargain shop, Home Bargains. But they didn't come to anything. They only cost like 50p. So
no, they weren't from Home Bargains. Tim got them from Toffs.
Oh, they were from Toffs, the original factory shop. Russ says I use 30 litre buckets. Yeah, I thought it was like 30 litre buckets. But I'm going to be getting like a 30. I think it's either 30 and 42 or 35 and 42 litre grow bags. I'm going to try doing potatoes in this year, as well as doing potatoes traditional in ground as well. Brian says my late spuds will be in bags. Country Life says 30 litre buckets will work well. Yep. But I say buckets are quite expensive to get, unless you can actually get hold of a if you can get hold of, unless you can get hold of a load cheap. Otherwise they do seem quite expensive to buy, or at least expensive for me. Expensive for me might not always be expensive for other people. Little Farmer's Farm said, oh hang on, where were we? Russ says, last time guys, keep hitting the thumbs up button guys. Remember to like and subscribe to each other's channels. Yep, always support each other. Please do feel free to go to each other's channels, subscribe to each other, subscribe to me. Make sure you click the notification bell. and go watch each other's videos, like each other's videos, go to each other's live streams, go and talk hooey in people's live streams, and generally support each other. Right, where are we? I've lost where we are now. Never tried the bags. Are they any good? I don't know Little Farmer's Farm. This will be the first time I've tried them. Conversation said, oh, Russ says someone must have hit the button. Let's get stream over like 20 likes. Over 20 likes. We're on 20 likes. I got 20 likes on last week's stream actually. I don't know if it was 20 likes while we were actually live or whether I got 20 likes like from people watching it back. Ashley says not spuds, might try carrots. Conversation shared. Keep saying your name, what your name is, because it's just what comes up on screen. Bags can struggle with drainage if the holes are in the bottom. Ah, I see. Nick says I've grown in the green bags and they did well. That's the sort of thing I'm looking at getting, I think. Russ says get them from growseed.co.uk. They do. They go down the more you buy. And use the code ConvoShed to get further 5% off. Shameless plug, lol. Thank you for putting me on to them, by the way. Russ! Nearly knocked my drink off the table. You got another like? Woo! 21.
You can't like it, it says unlike it.
Yeah, because I've liked it already.
I was going to like it. How rude.
Green, thanks. The Russ says, yeah, for the buckets you get from Grow Seed. But yeah, I am hopefully getting some seeds from Grow Seed. Probably be like a pick a mix bag from them. Different seeds that they choose.
I was gonna like
Aaron says, I went into Boots and said, what kills coronavirus? The assistant said, ammonia cleaner. I said, I thought you worked here. Oh dear. More likes, we need a new personal best. Aaron, call a taxi. Little Farmer's Farm said, there's only 11 of us left, lol. 21 likes is cool, mate, and well deserved. Thank you. I shall drink to that. Let's say Pepsi Max, but I drank the Prosecco earlier.
Yeah, that was it, what we drank, by the way.
Let's talk about prepping. So, stepped out for a minute, sorry. Little Farmer's Farm said, lol. Yes, but everything does seem to descend into chaos after a certain amount of time live. We are at just over 2.5 hours live now. Thank you to everybody who has been here since the beginning or has been here for any amount of time, really. Aaron said, call a taxi. Yeah, it's time for you to leave, Aaron. I think that's what Russ is saying. I think the jokes are getting a bit old. Oh, ammonia cleaner. I did actually like that one, to be honest. Yeah, time to go home. That joke was horrendous. It's a conversation shed. I must admit, I do like a good cheesy joke. It might just be me, but Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. Russ says, lol, at least you were here on time this week. Yes, at least I was here on time this week. The less said about last week, the better, I think. We had some technical issues and some other issues that meant I didn't get online till 8:45 or something, or nearly 9 o'clock. But I was on time this week, and I shall be try to be on time for the rest of the time too. For all time. Make your AOE. Aaron says, haha, it's the best I've got. Russ says, mate, you're not even a dad, and that was a bad joke. Bad dad. That was bad for a dad joke. Country Life says, I knocked my wine over earlier, but I had another bottle, so I'm okay. Pardon me. Yeah, I had a bottle of Prosecco which we finished off today, and I've actually got got a bottle of white wine, 3.5 bottles of red, and 4 bottles of rosé.
And champagne.
Oh, and a bottle of champagne as well, which I had for Christmas, which I haven't even opened yet. Little Farmer's Farm says, in Country Life Crafts, I'm stone cold sober for a change. Russ says, I think I'm going to stick to just one live a month, lol. I mean, I think it depends if you want to get your watch time up, because obviously I do a live every week on a Sunday, and I try to go. We try to sort of aim for about 2 hours plus live, but we'll see. We're always trying to see how we actually go, how we go, and how everything goes. And like some of my early lives, we didn't have many people in. We got to about the hour, just over an hour into the live, and then we'd have like nobody in. So I was just sort of sitting there looking at the camera, or sort of sitting talking to myself. And sometimes a lot of my live streams end up in, if I don't know the answer, nobody else in chat knows the answer, then we end up with a Let's Ask Uncle Google session. So, where were we? Little Farmer's Farm is stone cold sober. Country Life says, blinking neck, Little Farmer's Farm, blinking neck, you call yourself a Wiganer. Aaron says, Russ, I've got better jokes for Convo Shed After Dark. Ashley says, I have a beer in the fridge. Conversation Shed. Russ says, trying to keep up with you lot last night while sowing seeds was mental. Lol. Yeah, I might have to try that one sometime. Do a live while sowing seeds. That could be fun, trying to keep up. I struggle to keep up sometimes, even just sitting here looking at a camera and trying to sort of have a conversation when people are kind of chatting in the background. It can be quite challenging sometimes. Okay guys, with Rob, let's talk about prepping. Gonna watch the potato cannon video, subbed and rang the bell. Country Life says, okay, so when's the party at your house then, lol? All the wine in my house. We was bought a crate of wine for Christmas.
No, your brother's bought me a crate of wine for my birthday.
Oh, it was a crate of wine for Mrs. F's birthday, which was in August. And we've drank 2 bottles of white, Gave one bottle of white away to my mum.
No, 2 bottles of white to your mum.
No, gave one bottle of white to my mum.
Oh, did we?
We drank one bottle of white at mum's on Boxing Day.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what I was drinking. I was just getting handed drinks. And drinking them.
And we've drank half a bottle of red, and we haven't even touched the rosé yet. And I've actually got a small bottle of it's another white wine. Can't remember what it is now.
I can't remember what it's called.
It's a Blossom Hill one, I think. I can't remember the name of it now. So, where were we? You went to party your house then? Russ says, Aaron, that sounds like a good idea for a second channel. What was that? I didn't catch that, did I?
Oh. Foot's gone dead.
Oh, Convo Shed After Dark, yeah.
Ooh.
Nick says, can't manage more than an hour and a half live, find it really exhausting. Aaron says, the police are looking for a man threatening people with matches. They need to catch him before he strikes again. Oh dear. Aaron, you been at the Christmas crackers? Ashley says, I couldn't handle live, period. Russ says, Nick, yeah, they're exhausting, but if it wasn't for the aches and pains last night, I would have slept like a log all night. Russ says, I had an old engine, the Swan. I had the old engine, the Swan, I think it was called. Near Big Asda. The other one, I don't remember. It wasn't there long. And Russ says, Country Life Crafts. I used to have the plough, which was just outside the village. Ah. Let's talk about prepping. Shed. I have thought about doing a community garden. I can grow more in buckets than I can handle. Ah. Rob's going to bed. Night, Rob. See you later. Thank you for coming along. Please do remember to come again. Please come again. Little Farmer's Farm. Lee, oh my God, you're a brave man. Nick says night, Rob.
Look what I drew.
Sam's back, says we're still going. Yep, we're still here. Here come the trolls. Yep. Anyone. Country Life says, I worked at a big pub on the green near TSB, as was yonks ago. I'm on it with the trolls, says Russ. Yeah, okay, no problem, Rob. Bye, see you later. Let's talk about prepping. Just got off work, kept hopping off here. No. Sam the man. Who's the trolls?
Country Life Crafts. Yeah, I remember the one at the Bacchus Lounge. Conversation Shed. Little Farmer's Farm says Conversation Shed. I know the pub's been kicked out of all of them. Well, lol. Sam's laughing, rolling on the floor. So long ages ago. Yeah, Sam kind of descended into a bit of chaos earlier and smut and everything, but we've kind of we've recovered from that issue, as it does always here. After a couple of hours, it descends into chaos and naughtiness and smut and bad jokes from Aaron as well. Always the case, says Aaron. Says Sam. Yes. I think it gets to a point in a live where it goes either one of two ways. Everybody gets bored, or everybody kind of just sort of gets to that point where they just say things for the kind of just to be kind of funny, and then it just descends into chaos. Nick says, whereabouts in the UK am I? I'm in South Yorkshire. Russ says, Aaron, the troll was dealt with. Longer than that for me. I won't say how long's showing my age as Country Life. Aaron says, Russ, I love trolls. Should have left it to me. Russ says, like talking about bells. Yeah, let's not go there again. Might be time for bed, says Russ. I think you might be right, Russ. I've got work tomorrow, so it might be time for bed. Little Farmer's Farm says Sheffield way. Yep, I'm near Sheffield. Well, near Rotherham actually. But yeah, I think that might be time to call it a night, guys. But yeah, I do appreciate everybody being here. I do appreciate all of your support. Please remember that you can like, comment and subscribe, and I've forgotten what I was going to say. Please do remember to like, comment and subscribe. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell.
We're in South
Yorks. I just said Rotherham in South Yorkshire. Just over the border in Todmorden in Lancashire. When I used to work on radio masts, I did a job in Todmorden actually. There's snow, if I remember correctly. Actually, there was quite a lot of snow there. Ashley says, I'm from Bournemouth, so I'm a soft southerner. I'm originally from Northamptonshire, so I'm actually more of a southerner, to be fair. Little Farmer's Farm says, good live matey, keep up the good work. Country Life Crafts has been great chatting, look forward to the next time. Good night everyone. And Nick says, okay Chris, that's fine, nice chat, have a great night, everyone. Ashley says I get pissed on half of Shandy. Country Life said snowed today. We haven't had no. We've had a few flurries of snow, but nothing major. Peace, love, and bumper harvest one and all, says Little Farmer's Farm. And Russ says I oddly had a pub not far from Todmorden in Marsden. Country Life and Crafts lived in Hampshire too.
So what? I'll buy more stuff than you then.
Well, yeah, because you're from Portsmouth.
Well, I'm not actually.
Well, your family is.
Mum and James are. I'm from Suffolk.
Russ says I've avoided the south. I cannot pour a pint without a head on it. Lol. Right, guys. As I said, I think that's time to call it a night. Mrs. Shidders from Kent says. Says Russ. Yep.
I'm dead.
So yeah, as I said, we're at 2 hours and 51. So I'm going to call it a night now, because it is now
Bedtime.
just gone 10 to 11. I have work at 9 in the morning, and I'm on delivery van again. So I shall
So you
see
won't be
you
home
all.
till stupid o'clock.
Probably not. I shall see you all soon. Yeah. Hello, Tinkerer's wife. You're a bit late to the party, but thank you for coming along anyway. But I am about to get off to bed. Oh, Wicked Chickens is here too. Sorry guys, you'll have to watch back the video. Why is it that everybody seems to like invade my life right at the end of my live stream? Oh dear. Better late than never, ever, never. Yeah, better late than never, as Little Farmer's Farm said. Fell asleep. Oh well, lol. Quick, hit the like button. We've got to get a record. We're aiming for a new personal best. Wicken Chickens Homestead said, I didn't get notified. We were talking about this earlier, why that people aren't getting notified. Country Life says it's because we don't want you to go. We need to let you get your sleep, says Tinkerer's wife. I'm losing my voice now. 23 likes. I think we might have a PB for a live. I think we may have a personal best for a live, guys. 23 likes. Hit the like button before it's too late. Well, it's never really too late, is it? Because the video will always be on my channel. So you could like it anyway after the fact. Yeah. I've got 645 subscribers. Don't even get started on that one, Little Farmer's Farm.
What?
Not about belling again. Right, let me find this. Trying to find. I was gonna go. I will go in a minute. We might make it to 3 hours before I go.
You've been going all your life, mate.
Been going up here a long time. Pardon me. Drinker's wife says, true, after hours views can still like. Conversation said, there's a song. 2 secs. What? Strange. I don't know what you. Ooh. Right, here we go. Let's have a look.
What are you doing?
Seeing if this is if we've got a record for live stream. Yes, we have a record of likes for a live stream.
Let's throw a party.
I lost. Where? What was that, Russ? That wasn't Russ. Hang on. Oh, well, I've lost it now. What do you call a pig that does a karate? Pork chop. Oh God, that's definitely a Christmas cracker joke. Nearly there. Tinker's wife said, glutton for punishment, aren't you? The 2 new ladies have now been subbed and belled, lol. Watch the song but don't click off the live. Thanks, Little Farmers Farm. Appreciate the support. No problem. Yay. What was that, Russ? Hang on a minute. Let me find it. The crowd cheers. And the crowd goes crazy. Ooh, ooh. What does a golfer carry? Why does a golfer carry 2 pairs of trousers? In case he gets a hole in one. I'm not even going there. Right. Sorry, hang on, Russ. I'm going to check that. I'm going to check that link out when I get back on my live. Russ says, Aaron, go have a word with yourself. Ashley just subscribed and belled to Tinker's wife. Little Farmer's Farm says, what's got 4 legs and a knob in the middle of its back? The police horse. Boom, boom. Oh dear. You can ring my bell, ring my bell, ding dong, ding-a-ling-a-ling dong. Country Life has subscribed to Tinker's Wife and Wicken Chicken's Homestead. That's really, that could be really difficult to say if you've had a few drinks. Wicken Chicken's Homestead. You're probably going to end up with something really strange. Chicken Wickens. Licking chicken licking. And that's, isn't that book character or something? Chicken licking. Then you think the sky was falling? Beep, 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 beep. What do you call an alligator? That's a detective. An investigator. Right. Aaron, get your coat. It's time to leave.
Aaron's been at the Christmas crackers early this year. Wasn't it Chicken Licking that thought the sky was falling? Yeah, I just said that. I did just say that. I think I just said that, Russ. Farmer's Farm, a little Farmer's Farm, lol. Aaron. Oh, that was a bad one. Thanks everyone. Ashley White did the same back. Says Tinker's wife. Oh boy, lol. Ha 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 ha. Oh dear. I'm not even going to go there with bad jokes. Right, good night, Country Life Crafts. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed being here. See you next time. Chicken Little. Stuart Little. There's a mouse, weren't it? I've heard of Chicken Little. That was the one that thought the sky was falling. Maybe it was Chicken Licking then. I was just dreaming. I know I'm still here. I'm just a glutton for punishment, I think. Right, but I am going to have to go now. So, as I said, thank you everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here and making this a great live. And please do remember to check out everybody else's. A chicken perv. Okay. Did you know, apparently, I read it on Facebook. I mean, Facebook is full of false information, of course. But on Facebook, apparently, stuffing a chicken is sexual assault. Which is quite funny. Have a great night, Wicked Chickens. Conversation says going around licking chickens. Oh, that would be a perv, yeah, if you were licking chickens. Yeah, I suppose so, yeah. Oh my god. Talking about finger licking chicken. I used to work at KFC. Night everyone, sleep tight. Buy a drink first. At least. You know what I mean? It's the least you could do for the poor thing. Before licking it. Then stuffing it. Yep, the conversation's gone down the hill. So I think that's time to go home. Leave. To stop this live. Before everything kind of hits the fan. Bees have sticky legs because they use honeycombs. Please, please, no more.
Oh my god. You guys are gonna get me in trouble with YouTube. It's better to lick it after stuffing it. And that just made me sick a little. Oh god. Yes, good night, Conversation Shed. Oh god. Right, before the conversation goes any more downhill, I'm going to say good night there, and thank you for coming. Please do remember to check out each other's channels. Please do remember to like, comment and subscribe, and please don't forget to hit the notification bell. And I shall see you all in the next live chat, and I'm sure that you will all see any of my videos that I bring out in the meantime. Without further ado, I shall say good night and sleep tight, and everybody please have a wonderful time. Why did the photo go? Go on, Aaron, before I go. To jail because it was framed. Okay, that is now time to go. See you all soon. Thank you, and I shall see you all next week. Goodbye.